Yo, what's up guys? Today we are talking about the best buildings you have in the game. Legendary ones, epic ones, which ones are the best? We are going to discover that during the video. I have most of them and I tried most of them. The reason why I want to talk about that is that we currently have the limited rush event in which we can summon some buildings. You have a guarantee fixed at 50 draws to get a random legendary building, or if you are pulling a bit more, spending a bit more, sorry, you can get the one you want. You selected here for 100 pulls. You have the rewards right here, 2% chance to get a legendary, and I wish you the best luck because some buildings are way better than some others, right? This is the goal of the video, guys. But right before getting into it, guys, if you want to support the channel and get some cash back, make sure that you are clicking on the link in the description below to play the game through the Aptoide store. You need to have an Android device or to play on PC and to install the emulator BlueStacks if you're on PC, so you can install Aptoide and get the game through Aptoide and start getting some cash back on every purchase. For example, if I want to purchase that pack, this is what I did in my previous video. You are going to pay like 115 euros and I am getting 24 euros in cashback. Plus, if you are using the code Ducky as written on the right of the screen, you are getting 5% extra cashback and I'm getting a little commission on your spending, which means that the more I earn, the more I spend in the game, the more the items I have and I can cover on my channel. So thank you so much for everyone considering supporting me by using my code. But be careful when you are spending, guys. This is only a game. You are purchasing pixels and some players are going crazy. You won't be able to follow them until you are rich, guys. Alright? So that said, which ones are the best? If you go to the rewards here, you have different categories. You have the Barracks, in which you can find these two legendary units. You have the Golem and the Bomb here. The Golem is better than the Bomb. The Bomb is going to release a pretty nice damage because they are going to jump on the opponents and they are going to explode in a large area, so they deal a lot of damage. But this one is better in all situations because it can tank a lot of damage. They are gonna occupy a large zone in battle and they are gonna tank a lot of damage, and when they die they split into smaller golems and they can tank a lot of damage, saving you a lot of time in battle, and time is very important in battle. So enemies are not reaching your buildings, you can inflict more damage with your towers before they are getting destroyed, and this is one of the best units for the Barracks. Or probably, yeah, no, not probably, this is the best unit for the Barracks, for PVE and for PvP as well. Then you have the camps. You have two different camps right here. You have this one that you can get in the battle pass as well. It is still available here at the top for $15, I guess. This is a very good one and I prefer using this one instead of the other, but then they have both a pretty nice efficiency. Let's go in the engineering section. So this is the one I prefer using. Then it depends on the content. If you're in the campaign, if you're in PvE, in PvP against a player weak against that element, maybe it's better to use that element instead of the other. The difference between the two is that this one is gonna throw a nuclear bomb to the enemies every 15 seconds and it deals insane damage. This is the building in my setup that is dealing the highest amount of damage from all buildings. Plus, if you have it, you're gonna have more gold, I guess. No, this is exactly the same amount of gold, but it deals very nice damage for a building. This is the best building to go for in priority, but you have that in the battle pass, so better spend for the battle pass so you are getting that and you don't care about the others. This one is gonna summon 2 units every 10 seconds. The 2 big orcs, they can tank a lot of damage. They deal a pretty nice amount of damage as well. This is a pretty good building, but I prefer using this one. Just switching sometimes depending on the weakness of the enemies. Okay, so then if I go back in here on the rush event, you have a tower, guys. You have this tower, the energy focusing tower. The more the towers of the genre you have on the battlefield, the more the damage they inflict. 15% for every similar tower on the battlefield. If you have a lot of towers, this is gonna start dealing a lot of damage, but on the paper, In reality, in fact, this yellow tower is better, because if you summon here, or if you purchase the novice pack, I don't remember exactly, for $5 you could get that tower. It is performing way better. Let me show that to you right here. This is the repeater tower. It is level 8. I suppose that even level 3, it is gonna deal more damage than this tower right here. It is extremely slow to fire at enemies, even though it deals a pretty nice amount of damage on single targets. This one is firing way faster, and it deals a very high amount of damage. So you don't care about going for that building if you have this one. Trust me, this one is way better. Or maybe if the weakness of the enemy is the energy, this one is gonna perform well. But yeah, and what about the other towers? Completely useless. They are extremely bad. Even this one with the same level as the other one. Maybe if you have a large wave of enemy in front, this one is going to release some AoE damage, but very small AoE damage. The other one is firing at a very high rate, so it deals more damage. This is what I figured out during all my runs when I tried both towers. Let me know what you think about that in the comment. Then we have another tower here, by the way, another yellow. This one is bullshit. It doesn't deal a lot of damage to enemies. When you have waves of enemies, in fact, on minions, it deals probably more damage. I'm not even sure about that. The level is not the same on my account, so maybe it's the equivalent of the other tower here. But so far, it was very bad, so I don't recommend to go for that. Okay, but then we have something else, guys. We have the walls. Oh, and I forgot to talk about this one. Unfortunately, I don't have it. It comes from the Barracks, so I don't know if it is better than these two units, but I don't feel like this is gonna be that great, to be honest, considering that the Boulder Barracks is very, very efficient. Then we have the walls. I don't have that wall here, but I don't feel like it is gonna perform better than this one. This one deals some damage in an AoE in front of it, in fact. The damage are terrible, and it is not more tanky than the basic walls, so that wall is almost useless, just adding some extra damage to your account. And about all the other units, guys, this one is bad, this one is bad. I prefer going for this one if you don't have a better unit, so you can tank a lot of damage with these guys. They are better, you have a better result than using the yellow units here. This is what I feel like. And the others are trash. But there is one building that I forgot to talk about, and one of the best you have in the game if you're playing in manual, guys. This is Legend Workshop. Every 12 seconds, it's gonna drop a random buff for the characters, for the hero and the protagonist. A shield, or an inspire, or a refresh. In fact, an item to reduce the cooldowns of both the hero's skills and your character's skills on the weapon, the mount, the back accessory. And the Inspire is an attack bonus for both your protagonist and the heroes. And the shield helps you survive longer, and it drops that really often in battle. Just need to go and collect that. That building is extremely strong as well. So for my top recommendations, guys, this one in priority, alright? This is gonna help for both PvE to survive longer and PvP. And then you go for this one right there. Alright, these are the two best buildings to take, and the two best buildings to take if you don't have this one coming from the battle pass. Otherwise, take this one first, then this one in that order, and then take the wall, and that is all, guys. This is all. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below. Have a very nice day. That was Actor. Take care. See you on the next video. Bye bye.